Check, check, check. Check, check, check. Check. Yeah, what's good, buddy? Oh, I don't know. My Trish now has 100% strap because they're all genderless. So, I mean, that's new. You can kind of see pieces of the new update here. I got the APK and installed it on BlueStacks. So I have the new update so we can check out the new system. The new filters, how it all looks, how it sells, leveling metals up. For example, what's up, 33 spec? Check this out. You can still do it the old way if you think it'll be cheaper. Or, and you can see this 26.4K would be the cost without the strap up pass. Now there's the instant. Look at this. Boom. Boom. We just maxed a metal out like that. How awesome is that? Some people have it. I downloaded the APK 33 spec and installed it through BlueStacks. And this is what it looks like. You guys want to see the filter? So you can filter your straps by rarity if you feel like. So like I can look at all of my epics, right? And then you could filter it to WrestleMania icons. And then you hit results. And it shows you all of them in one click. Oh, let's say I just want to look at all my epics in general. And you know how like a lot of them we just never bothered to take off probably and they're just wasting up space or wasting space? You can bulk get rid of them this way. Yes, 33 spec, you probably missed that. It's okay, I'm going to go over this a bunch. Probably record a video as well. There's a bunch of stuff to get through. But it'll show you like all of the things so you can get rid of, like, if I don't want this one on Molly Holly, I could sell it from there, or I can just do this and then you can click and get rid of all those straps that you don't want in one go. Like, let's just sell those too. And the cost to remove them, of course, is factored in there. It sells the metals and stuff automatically if there's metals, etc. So I'm going to lose money in this proposition, but I'll pick up strap space, right? And let's say like I want to look for, see all of my gem damage, legendaries for technician of modern era. Bam. I can see every single gem damage one I have for modern era techs and simply sell the lowest ones by going like hit sell Let's get rid of, since I have a bunch of 50s, let's get rid of the 40s, right? Get rid of those two 40s, just like that. Boom. Look at that. I'm going to have strap space. How cool is that? I mean, like, not to mention, though, like, aside from the cool factor, what's up, Hooven? Is that the right way of saying that? SP8, how are you, buddy? Bad Bruce, what's up? Corey, what's good, man?
Yeah.
Am I all caught up? How cool is it that they're all genderless now? Like the big thing for me, like the first thing I did was I looked at my straps, um, to see if I could do this, affiliate Sherry, and I could because they're genderless now. So now I can put Sherry on two freaking people, which was awesome. The second thing I did is I went to my Trish, and instead of a 10% legendary, she now has 100% ultimate. So, yeah, kinda a little thrilled. Right on, real swaggy. Apparently, you and I both were in the same boat. So, yeah, like, how cool is that? Yeah, it really is. It makes managing your straps so much easier in general. But the filter's great. Yeah, let me do another instant metal up. Let me find somebody I want to level their metals. Yes, every strap is genderless now. 33 spec. That's live even if you don't have the update. If you look at your roster now, that should all be there. So, here's the metal leveling, right? Let's say I want to level none of these are percentage, so I don't really want to level any of them on him. Hold on. Let me find somebody I actually want to level. The metal. 15, 12, 12, 12. No. No. Who do I want to level a metal on? Yeah, Rose. It's freaking amazing. Actually, let me go into metals instead. How do I do this now? Because I haven't done this in a minute. Can I go to my filters here? And let's go gem. Percent. Apply filter. In use. And my Fury 2s. Right. Ilya. Definitely want to level Ilya's percent up to 12. Alright, so, like for Ilya, for example here, right? The new metal level up, you can still do the old way with 10 tries. Yeah, absolutely, Bruno. Or you can do the instant. So if you're like me and you hate gambling because you have horrible luck, and you also, if you're like me and you have no patience, it's 91.8k to go from 12 to 13 if you have the strap pass. If you don't have the strap pass, it would be 144k. But check this out. Bam, level 13, so 193, and that's like 298k without the strap pass. Bam, done. And then this is like 430k, but 262k because of the strap pass. Bam, done. I'm now leveled 1 to like 15, and it took like no time. No time at all. It's really cool, and you don't have to get worried about getting screwed with RNG when you sit there clicking forever. So big, major, awesome change to metals as well. This is my account, by the way. Hey, McMenemy, how are you? I sent you a DM, McMenemy. Check it. I don't know how long all of this is going to take. Probably not too long. I think we're still going to be good. I think we're still going to be good, by the way, McMenemy. But, only if you're lucky, absolutely, Zandel. Yeah, if you're lucky. But if you're not, what's up, Twitch app? I would rather just level the ones that I want to level, I think, for me personally. And know the set cost and not dink around with it, right? So, yeah, it's super cool. This shows you, indicates the number of straps this superstar can equip from your collection. But the new UI is really clean. Acro, modern era, the moves you have equipped. Really like it. The metals you have equipped, what they're doing. It's just really, really clean, you know? Um, no, no, this isn't, it's not, I don't have it on my phone. Some people do, a couple people in my faction do. But I just got the APK, the most current, APK, and then installed it into BlueStacks. So that's why I have the update. It's not been pushed by Google or Apple yet, as far as I know, in general. Although some people do have it. I think it might be region. Is why. Two Bob, thank you for the raid, man. How was your stream, buddy? Welcome in everybody from Two Bob's stream. We're just on my account, and I'm looking at the new update. So like Indy, if I wanted to see what gem straps I had, just click results. What's up, Clay? And then all of your straps that she can equip will come right up. Super cool. Oh, apparently there's this as well. I hadn't got that far. What? This is new. Oh. Straps, what? 3 years? 2 years? 2, 3 years? 3? 4? 3? Look at that. That's very cool. You can get you straps right off of there for someone important. Okay. Yeah, me too. But for me, I mean, I'm sitting at, I was over 1,000 straps. I'm at 1,054, right? So for me, this is just the bee's knees, right? I can just go in here, go to striker, go to modern, filter gem damage, hit results, and I can see I have 160, 40, 20, 140, 60, and be like, I don't think I need this 20% on Mountain Melt here, so I could unequip it and sell it if I want the room. It's unlocked, I'll leave it on him. But like, for sure I don't need this 40%er that nothing has been done with, right? Because I have plenty. So I could sell it from there, or I can just click and sell if you want to do multiples. Boom, sell. 2K, cost free. Okay, boom, done. And go back into my filter, and just clear, modern, move damage, striker. $50, $40, $50, $40, $50, $40, $40, $40, $40, $20. And I can just be like, I don't need that many. Boom, boom, boom. Done. Right? Very, very super convenient. And what about all those crappy straps I don't care about? Doot, 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 doot. Doot. And let's see. Oops. Yeah, I guess I could do all of them, potentially. But let's get the move defense ones, potentially. I don't know. I like going by class. I'll probably keep one of everything, because that's how I am, because I have plenty of strap space, right? So I probably will just go, like, go through each one, and then if I only have one, like, these are probably minimal enough that I can do all this in one go. But I'll probably go by era and class. Okay, 3. Will I keep one? I'll probably keep one, just in case. You never know. They're the worst. They're the absolute worst. But just to be safe, I'll probably keep one, because I have tons of room, right? I bought way too many over the years, so now I can, Mr. Did Mr. Doesn't Sell Belts just, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have so much room, it's gonna be great. It's amazing. Let's see, what else? Oh, this is cool. The store isn't updated for me yet with the separate prize wall, but I assume it's gonna be a tab up here, much like this. The memberships versus the featured, and you'll be able to click the prize wall. Mine isn't there yet. Probably will come with the next event, I would imagine. So that's not there, but this is kind of cool. When you look at offers, you can see how many shards you own. You can combine the 20s to make 100. You're joking, right, Lai? I'm pretty sure you're joking. That would be amazing. They definitely didn't say that, and they didn't tell us that, so that would be awesome. But you can see how many shards you own of them when you go into the deals, which is cool. I think that's neat. If you're looking at it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you don't have to go back into your thing and look. Like, it's just kind of handy. There's really no reason for it not to be that way, right? So yeah, that's pretty cool. Trying to think. What was some? Let me double check the blog. See some of the other stuff. Move to next. Mm, mm. Hey Rusty, how you doing, bud? Right on, Rusty. So end of match screen, there's now a next match button. Which brings you right into the next match instead of having to go out. Let's try it on like a tour instead. I think the chuck plates besides Sheriff's Badge, but I'm not positive because I've only ever used Sheriff's Badge on him for Ultimate. I know a lot of other plates weren't, but I think it was the Break 4 Chuck 10, but I didn't run into that personally. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like it. I mean, I think you can just hit the other button, Bob, and it does the same thing it used to do. I think. So I don't think it's too big a deal, but like if you're trying to clear like tours and stuff and blitz, it's gonna save a ton of time. Right? Just you're going in here and doing your thing with your thing and boom, just you can hit next. And then when that should be really slick with auto too, right? When you're autoing like Chelsea's tours and crap. Not this update, Rusty. Oh, I'm done, so it doesn't... Did it go to the next automatically? Oh, yeah, it did. Cool. Yeah, what does it do on the last one? It just went right into the next one automatically for me. Let's see what it does on the last one. Yeah, that'll do it, Rusty. That'll do it. Because last note is what you're farming, so... On kickoff tours. I don't see that. That's just the same as it's always been, right? Isn't it? Or I don't see the problem there. Maybe you didn't have to hit the back button before? You were clicking other stuff, like, so I guess maybe it's one extra button on the back part? I don't... Yeah. I think it's worth it for all the rest of the time it saves, certainly. Calm down, Bianca. But again, I don't, that could be a different situation for people that macro their kickoff tour stuff. That's not something I do, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, Bob. Right? So yeah, I'm pretty big on, I mean, like, as far as an update goes, just think about this update. We gained massively, no idea. 30's respect, he's not in the store yet. What is it? We gained massively in the strap department. It went from being restricted to genderless overnight. That alone makes this probably the best update ever, as far as from benefit to all players playing the game. How cool is that? Second, so we now have strap filters, so you can actually see what's going on with your straps in a much easier fashion. Third, you can level your metals up super fast. Again, if you guys weren't here for the metal thing, so easy to do metals now. Also, it looks like the strap pass is going to have plenty good value. Because it does save you a decent chunk. Yeah, and I actually didn't that wasn't as big a deal for me, Bob, as it was for a lot of people. But look at that. It's just one click leveling. This would be your full price. This is your instant. Just really cool. Really, really cool. Yeah, there you go, Mule. My big one was Sherry. I didn't have an affiliation for Sherry. So now Sherry can be equipped to 2 people. Like, that's freaking amazing. And then, Trish had a legendary 10% strap. Legendary 10% strap. Now she's got a hundo. Right? Like, man. Let me check a couple. What else was in the blog if I was supposed to go over it? I'll probably record a quick video on this stuff too, once we go through it all, because it's really neat. And all of that. But so the big things were, all right. Filter your strap, yes. Visibility of the strap bonuses to reduce tapping multiple times, yes. Strap requirements are shown has been simplified. I would say yes. Selling straps in bulk has never been easier. Yeah, bulk selling was super easy. Sure, I can use my Trish. Yeah, absolutely. Why not? She's auto attacks for me. Tech Charlotte in feud. That's who I always go against. Like, that's who I use to take Charlotte, since she has class advantage. Like, that's my, I like doing that. So if there's a tech Charlotte, I always use Trish against them. Yeah, Broken, it's really cool. Really cool. I dislike it when the purples are there, miss 2 red gems, but it's not the end of the world. Decent cascade. 60 mil? Oh, 60 mil. Restate. Right where I want her to be. Minus for 48. Are you using Nakamura? Levels are going to make a difference for sure on your gem damage. But I mean, that's a stacked Trish at this point, right? Stars max, levels maxed, 100% strap, extra 50 from the headband, and then the sheriff's badge. So, and then, like I said, I use her specifically targeting text, so Charlotte May. So then she gets the class advantage on top. And she hits very, very hard. That's how I run her. Like I like using the same people for the same people as much as possible. It just makes my life easier, right? Obviously, I can kill other people, but just generally speaking, that's what I like doing in feud because you get in a groove and it's just like you here, you here, you here, and everyone's running the same lineups usually for the most part in feud. It's very small variance usually, so um, that's what I like doing personally. Yeah, Rusty, it was. I mean, yeah, you can. Certainly, there's a bunch of different ways. And to what Broken was talking about, I showed it earlier. I'll show it again, is because people are coming in. Um, in the like prize walls and offers and stuff, you can see how many shards you have of somebody. So you click on Cody on the shards here, and you can see I own 2,245 shards, right? So you go into a prize wall, and it's just super handy. You're like, man, I don't remember how many shards of Dinglehopper Smith I have, but I can find out in this prize wall when I do that and see how close you are. There's just a lot of really nice features in this on top of all the extra straps you have. Um, Definitely some more people in here since last time, so um, you go to titles, like cleaning it up, like finding stuff is really good too. Like one thing, the first thing I would recommend everyone do is just click icon of WrestleMania and hit result. And then see what you have for affiliation straps, or if it's an empty strap, unlock it, right? If it's an empty strap, unlock it. So you can see about putting affiliations on your icons of WrestleMania. Sadly, I'm still missing an Acrobat one. I've never got a male or female affiliation, so still only one Showboat for Merrick's. But that is the first thing I would do, is see which, potentially which icons of WrestleMania you can affiliate, right? Like that. And then you can go in here, you can click equip, and let's see, I could do JBL, Natalia. JBL is a coin promoter, right? So that would be great if I need to use two. Triple H already has one, Cena has one, and Orton has, well, doesn't need one because I don't think. So, and Natalia's a coin promoter too. All right. Right, Sean? So, boom, now I have a coin promoter affiliated. And we got this one for JBL, another coin one affiliated. Bam. Because I already have one on Cena, etc., right? So this is a striker. Well, would you look at that? Big Show. My boy Big Show is now affiliated for Showdown. Yes, let me go to Charlotte. If I can get an affiliation for Charlotte, maybe. Is that what you're talking about? Hold on, hold on. Flair. Yeah, are they all 2020, Bob? Yeah, 2020. Oh, it's certainly a mixed bag. They're not mostly affiliations, no. Looks like it'll bring them up when they're in events and stuff. So that's a good thing to get used to, though. When they're in events, you can see what'll be in events, so that's cool. Like, for example, let me go to one of the turtles. Let's see if this works. As well as it should. Let me go to one of the turtles. First one I find is fine. I don't care who. You. Good. Right here. 100% new gem strap, new generation, midweek prize wall, in stock 505. 60% in stock 505. 40% in stock 505. Ultimate strap packs, that's a gamble, right? No guarantee. That's really cool, though. I think that's really cool. In case there's somebody you absolutely want to strap for, you can go to this option and see where they all are. Contests that are going on where you can potentially get straps. Um, I like that. That's pretty cool, right? That's the midweek prize wall, Rusty. This one. Yeah, no problem, bud. So, also, if you didn't know, at the bottom of the midweek prize wall, if people are just hopping in here, there's a bunch of Ultimate New Gen move and gem damage stuff. So, like, specific class. New Gen Move Strap Acrobat. It's guaranteed 40, 50, or 100, right? Yeah, McMenemy. Um, so if you wanted a there's also gem ones, gem strap, new gen trickster for woods, um, gem strap, new gen powerhouse for Ray. So if these are things you guys are looking for, make sure and scroll down. The possibilities are straight gem, 40, 50, 60, 100, decent pricing on that stuff. Those are not necessarily easy to find, but modern showboat, modern striker gem, gem acrobat, right? So, and then of course you have your standard ones that you all see at the top. Yeah, the Bailey one that I got a 40% one on, sadly, it's right here. Ultimate move damage strap. It's 1249 midweek currency. It's 40, 50, 100 for Bailey. That one's right there. So yeah. I'm really digging the update. Again, this is super cool. It tells you how many shards you have. Very neat. Um, the next button for the tours is very welcome. Just keeps you in there, going at it. Let me go back to the blog, make sure I'm not missing anything. Selling straps in bulk. We did that. Prize wall tab isn't there yet. Yeah, Rusty. Prize wall currency can now be seen directly on the prize wall. I don't think that's live yet, is it? I didn't notice that. Let me double check that. Don't think that's live yet. Oh, no, I guess I'm clicking something, because, yeah, there's no prize wall tab, right? Yet. So it doesn't tell me how much I have till I click something. So I don't think that's live yet, unless, yeah, that's not live yet. Okay. Right? Oh my gosh. Um, Lee, Lie, will you remind me, is it pronounced Lee, Lee, or Lie, Lie? It's supposed to Bacchus, it doesn't yet, though. No, we just have memberships and featured. I don't see the tab for that yet. I think maybe because the events we're all going when the probably won't happen until it's pushed out. Will you remind me which pronunciation you like for that? Because I always get it backwards because I suck. Yeah, I'm still waiting for mine on my phone. I just got the APK and installed it on BlueStacks so we could do the stream with it. Prizewell currency we talked about. Superstar shards available we talked about. And yeah, I think those are the big ones. Apparently Xavier Woods has a better in-game graphic now. That one is Southside. I believe he is back playing. That's what I was told, so I'm assuming that's the real one. I don't think anyone else would have his Twitch account. I have not confirmed via DMs personally or anything, though. He hasn't slid into my DMs yet, so cannot confirm for sure. Um, it's Lee. Thank you. Right. So the opposite of the way it looks to me with like my bad grammatical stuff. Perfect. I can do that. I'll remember that now. Maybe. I won't. If someone steals the gimmick, they have to go all the way, don't they? I think they don't have to, but I mean that would be proper, right? That would be proper. Who was I gonna look up? Oh yeah, Donatello. Did he have a bad visual in here? I don't know. I mean that looks good to me. Oh, you guys saw the they changed the entourage to 35k talent for the zombies, but then they also did the let me go to the other account real quick and show you and see if it's like that on this one. 1 second. Yeah. Here. For some reason this was a thing and now it's not a thing, which is good. Twitch account. What? That's the wrong screen. How did I do that? Which one was that? I don't want that there. That was chat box. Hold on. Chat Twitch. There we go. That was impressive. And this. Okay. Everyone has the same talent now. It's universal between tiers. A tier is the same as a B tier, is the same as a C tier. So it'll be much easier to figure out where you need to take people for their training abilities. Universal talent. And should have, like, everyone maxed out hits the same numbers, right? The only thing that changes is it is levels, moves, star fills. Wait, is that not true? It's not true. Okay. Ignore me. It's true on most of it, but not all of it, apparently. Because these are 38 to 32. Okay, never mind. No rhyme or reason to it. Again, still. Or they're not fixed yet. All of them. Whatever. Ignore me. Because here we have A tiers with this much and B tiers with the same and C tiers is the same. And then for some reason they're less. Alright. Never mind. So that's... I was wrong about that. Not universal. I don't know why they're not universal, but they're not. I take all of that back, what I was saying about that. No, no, I mean 35k. I don't mean 34k. The new ones all have to be gold to work, including LA Knight. They changed it to 35k. Yes, because Southside, yes, because. No, you won't see the update. I didn't see the update on Android either. You guys aren't going to see it. So. I mean, I just want them consistent, right? It doesn't the entourage level should be consistent. So if gold is where they want that training ability to be, fine, whatever. I don't care. I just want it consistent across. You shouldn't have to take some gold and some silver. Um to me. Yeah, I think it might be region based on some of that. My phone still doesn't have the update. For some reason some of it's region based or something. Is there anything else we can check? No steel cage going on right now. The hamburger menu should appear normally when the player returns to home from another screen. What's the hamburger menu? This is home, right? I'm not sure. Oh, I think they mean this thing. Maybe? No, that's chat. I don't know what they mean by that, but I don't know where their hamburger button, what they consider when you return to home screen. But I assume this is the home screen. So I don't know about that one. Oh, you think this will work now, guys? I don't know. I don't think it was in the bug thing. Let me see. This thing where you go into a match and you search for somebody and they don't show up. Who's somebody that you know has that issue? Gunther? Was he one? He went right in. Who's somebody you guys know that had that issue that you try to put in and they won't go in? Like the chicken Big Man button. Big Mac button, yeah, yeah. Who was it that always would do that? I don't know. Who's an older character I have at 6-star that we can try it on? Because it was mostly older, weaker characters. Older, very much older. Who's super old in here? Seamus is pretty old. Mankind, yeah, that's a good. Yeah, Seamus went right in. Mankind definitely is old and probably 6-star. Search. It helps if you put the man in Mankind. Yeah, I think that seems fixed, doesn't it? I would say that's fixed at this point. I feel like that's fixed. That used to annoy the heck out of me too. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? If it works on Tech KO, it's gonna work on anybody. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Here? Yes? No? Am I? Do you think I'm crazy? I am, but not because of this thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that looks like it's fixed too. It was super annoying. Yes, yes. If I have to take the time to type it and it doesn't work, I may as well scroll because I'm blind anyway. Yeah, so that's good. That looks good. Yeah, I think that's. Is that everything? I think that's everything. Anything? If you came in late that you want to see with the strap filter leveling up, I should record a video on it. Um, Two, and then everyone can see everything again from leveling up the metals to the filter. No, search and assign's working fine. It used to do nothing. It used to do nothing. Guided tour of the new features. Indeed. Should we do a showdown match here too while we're in here? This case, because I just went up to 8 energy. Let's not waste the energy. What do we got? Get a little higher talent 1212. Sure. What do you mean, Sako? Superstar specific straps? I don't think so. My Powerhouse Austin had Austin only. I'll tell you in 1 second. If they did, they made it into completely neutral, which I would be cool with, but I'm pretty sure my Powerhouse Austin is still Austin. Alright, so to answer your question, Sako, Austin, strap still has his face on it. Nope, they didn't take him away. Superstar specific one's still there. You can filter that too. Let's find out. Is that these ones, I'm assuming? Whatever these thumbprint things mean, that's what I would assume they mean. Yep. Those do be the thumbprints. This is cool, though. I do like this. I definitely really like this. I feel like that's going to help people not miss as much stuff if they use it. Merrick's type in CM Punk. Where? Like here on my roster? Okay. CM Punk. Yes? Now what? I mean, I guess I'm the dancing monkey for you. Oh, to add to a match? Okay. But other than that, what do you want? Now what? Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying, Eagles. I was on a different screen. I will do that. Is he not working on yours? Not manage, replace. Okay. Perfect. Oh, Sako. There's 2 places, basically, and only 2 places. Yeah, he goes right in. Eagles, it's awesome. Basically, Sako, right now, the only realistic option, for people is 1 place. Right here. In Stip Tours. That is right now the only realistic option. Now, if you had been a whatever subscriber for the past decade, the DX Vault has a ton of them in it, but it would take you years to get to them probably, because you have to get through all of the lower tier crap first to move up tiers. This system was the worst designed system of all freaking time, to be honest. So, you know, there's none in tier 1, but there's a bunch of IOW straps in the vault. But it would take you years to get to them. I can't. That's a 6-star match, Eagles. 5-star bronze won't go in on a 6-star match. So that won't work. So that's the other spot, Sako. But literally would take you years to get to them. So I can't condone attempting to get them there. So basically stip and stip only. And then you have to roll the right ones. It literally would take you years to get to them. So basically stip is the answer. We being moderators and CCs and stuff ask all the time to get more places to get affiliation straps for IOW. We ask it all the freaking time. It's just not something they've been willing to move on for whatever reason. Does it have to be 5 SB Eagles, or can it be any levels, low-level superstar? Yeah, that too. We also beg for more tokens as well. He ain't wrong. So it didn't work on Monster Bomb Strowman. That must be the thing. It must be lower levels. Monster Bomb Strowman it didn't work on. What about stupid Killian Dane? Yep. Alright. And where's a 5? So, yep, Monster Braun Strowman is 5. What about Shane O'Mac? He's 5. It looks like anything under 6-star doesn't work, huh? What about 5-star silver? Ray. I think you just cracked the code, Eagles. Maybe that is the key to getting it fixed. Yep. 5-star silver doesn't work. 5-star gold. That's, is this Butch? No, that's Luke. Yeah, that's Luke. Yep. Looks like only 6 stars work in that. Let me send a note. Good job, Eagles. I'm loving this update. I did try. No, I didn't try a 4, did I? Who's 4? Did I not try a 4? Who's 4? I don't have a lot of those, apparently. Black. Alistair Black. Nope, not 4-star. No, I gotta take him 6-star, Bacchus, so I can put him in. 6-star so I can put him in. What about 3-star? We gotta go all the way down. Neville. Okay, if it would have put him in, I would have played a match with Neville for you guys. Yeah, it looks like anything under 6-star. Okay. Cool, though. Okay. Yes, so back to because there's more people here. So I'll record the strap video thingamajig, and then we should have plenty of time to do McMenemy's roster review. Probably do some gameplay in there potentially during that. But I don't know, McMenemy. I think it's mostly just for road matches that I've noticed it. I will load up a blitz match to show the next button too, or just going into the next match, because I think that's actually super handy. Blitz was one of the more annoying things with having to back out all the time, right? In between and stuff. So maybe I'll load up a blitz one because it'll take 2 seconds. With Chelsea, if I can do I do it with Chelsea? It doesn't really matter. I'll use Brett. Brett should go fast. No, I don't know. I don't know what to do, where I'm going, who I am. Brett's fine. Sako, generally speaking, the chuckers work really, really well. So like for all of the multi stuff, Balor, Demon Balor, the acro works super well. For silence, Technician KO works really well, right? When they redid the showdown characters, you know, that would load in Showdown, most of those characters that chuck the specific gems are good for the specific gems. Like Batista, new free Batista is amazing for the Pyro one. So it's really mostly free characters that are good enough for it. And what I do, we can look at today's Stip tour too, actually. And we'll kind of go over whatever today's is, because I haven't played mine at all. I haven't been playing it enough recently, and I need to for IOW straps. I really do need to. So yeah. Okay. That'll take 2 seconds. We'll just start with that. We'll start with that. Hey everyone, Merrick's here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be taking a look at the new update from strap filters to leveling up medals to getting into the next match quicker, and even some other stuff. I'm live on the Champions Twitch channel. I have the update on my account. First thing we're going to start with is just we're going to go through Blitz right here, and you basically go into the next match much smoother and faster. That's all we're showing here. You on tours, you just hit the next button and you go straight into the next match, skipping the loading screen. It's very helpful, much smoother, much faster. You can get through your stuff way better. So we're just going to take a look at that here. And then you just literally click next match. And it brings you right into the next match like that. So definitely more efficient for getting those tasks done. On a tour, it takes you like an event tour. You know how you back out, have to wait, click the next tab sort of thing. You don't have to do that anymore. You just do the match and then you click next and it brings you right into the next match. Very, very convenient. You're going to see we're going to get through like this entire blitz in like no time. Hard not to love that. So this is just one of the... Actually, this didn't really even super stand out reading the update as something that was going to be a big deal to me. But obviously, it's really cool. Because we're just going to complete a blitz in like a minute. Kind of thing, so minute and a half. So super cool. Very nice quality of life improvement. Anyway, I think I've shown enough on that. So let's go out of here. So that's that. One thing that will already be live now, you may or may not have noticed. And you don't need the update for this. It's going well. Tiger King recording a video, bud. Going well. You may not have noticed this, but all of your straps, regardless of if you have to have the update or not, are now genderless. What does that mean? You can equip the same straps on males or females. So like, for example, on my roster, I did not have an affiliation strap for Sherry this whole time. She's a legendary striker. I now do, because the affiliation strap I had is no gender requirement. So all of the straps now are not male or female. They're just locked by whatever requirement is on there. Male or female doesn't matter, right? So that's amazing. Really, really amazing. Like my Trish had a 10% legendary strap, and now she has 100% ultimate. Because I had a male ultimate, but now they're genderless, so you can use it on anyone. Now you're seeing this updated screen, which is really, really cool. Let me show you a bunch of this stuff, right? The first thing I would suggest doing is probably I would go open up the let me slow down here. So right here, you can do all these other things, but this button here on the right is the really good one. This is the money button. The first thing I would recommend doing is hitting this WrestleMania of Icon one, and then just clicking the Result tab. You're going to find all of your straps in your inventory that potentially can go on an Icon of WrestleMania. Why is this important? See all these that have affiliation bonus too? That means I can equip them to multiple promoters. So you can get the effect. Now you may not have any affiliations, so what I would do, if you have any of them unlocked, unlock them to see if you get the affiliation bonus. You can see like these ones are not equipped. You can click on it and go equip, and you can see if you want to put them on any of your icons of WrestleMania. I would highly recommend feud promoters like Undertaker, showdown promoters like Big Show. Kofi is a boss battle one, not nearly as big a deal. Brock Lesnar is a coin promoter one. So I'm going to take that one that I have available there, and we're definitely going to equip it to Brock. Now if I use whoever I forget which class Brock gives coins for, but let's say it's Powerhouse. I can use 2 Powerhouse at the same time and get the coin bonus in Showdown. That's why those are really good. So that would be one thing I would do right away. Is check your WrestleMania icons of WrestleMania straps. The other thing that's really cool, if you have somebody you know that's like really good, let's say you have a modern era superstar, and let's say it's new, let's say Zombie Cody you got, right? Click on Powerhouse because Zombie Cody's a powerhouse. And then go down to Modern Era right here. And if you want to put gem damage on your Zombie Cody, click on the gem damage button. And then hit results. And you can see every gem damage strap you have that could be equipped to a modern powerhouse, right? So very, very useful. Now we're going to go into something that you can go beyond. So like, I don't need this 20% strap, right? I have 40, 40, 100, 160, 40. I don't care about this 20. So I'm just going to click the sell button, click the green button, click sell. I could sell as many of them from there as I wanted. It's telling me there's no cost to remove it. So now, boom, I've just, and it takes, this doesn't update right away. So if you go back and then go back to the title, it won't be there anymore. So I'll go here, ultimate, modern, damage, result, and that 20%er isn't there anymore, as you can see, right? So really quick way to sort your straps, right? Now, there's another cool thing too. Let's say you don't have a strap for somebody. Let's say you get Zombie Sammy this month, your zombie, and you don't have a strap for him. When you go into the equip strap part, if you scroll down, well, one, you can see every strap you can use like normal. But if you scroll all the way down, you're going to see all the way down. You're going to see you have this option. You can buy a cash strap for Sammy, and these are all the same, 20% HP boost. Or you can spend $10 and get a 20% gem strap for Sammy, so you can always get a strap, but see this looking for more button? It says get strap. It will show you all the places in the game where you potentially can currently get a strap for Sammy. So like here, this is showing you the midweek prize wall, 60% gem strap modern striker, or modern era, right? So it has a chance to be roll a striker. So you have a chance to get it. So that way you're not missing stuff on prize walls, but make sure, because some of them will be random, right? So make sure that they're not random, or you're okay with taking the chance to get it. But that's another really neat feature that's in there, and it'll show you everywhere they are, ultimate strap packs, etc., right? Prize wall currency, where you can potentially gamble and get them, and then also like if they're in other prize walls and stuff, they'll show up there. So that's like really, really cool, really handy, and all of that. I do want to show one way of selling a bunch of bulk straps. So a lot of people, I'm sure, have this strap that they absolutely hate. And it's this one probably right here. Does this strap look familiar to anyone, this icon? 30% move defense? Ton of people hate that. Let's say you want to sell in bulk a metric crap ton of those move damage straps. You can hit sell. Boom, boom, boom. Sorry, AJ. You're going to keep that actually, though, because you have this. and then just click sell, and boom, all of those crappy straps are gone. I've now freed up the inventory super fast, right? So there's a bunch of different ways you can filter this and go through stuff to target finding what you want. If you don't care about like skip turns like me, I can go into my results. Actually, let me filter this even more. I can go in here and see I don't have any of this kind, this kind, this kind, 2 of that kind, 31 of those. So let's say I want to potentially get rid of these skippers. And I see no reason to have these on. I'll go sell. Boom, boom. Click sell. It's going to tell me how much it costs to remove them, because it costs currency to remove them. Also, how much it's going to cost to remove the metals, right? And then you can click sell, and it does it automatically for you, like so. But now I don't have to worry about those straps in my inventory. So that's kind of the filter, I think. I think those are the big parts of it that I really like about the filter. And super duper handy, actually. It's amazing. You can also filter by superstar specific. These are like these thumbprint ones. So like if you don't want to have specific superstar ones like these ultimates, I don't care about any of these, right? So those are automatically getting sold. Boom, easy to do. They're skip turns, right? So, but just really easy way to get rid of some of your bloat straps, but also to compare your straps. So I think those are the major things. Chat, did I miss anything that we were going over earlier on the straps? We're going to go into metals now. I'll come back to straps if chat says I missed anything I was showing or going over. So the metal thing, I love this for metals. Also, chat, remind me what I was going to talk about besides metals and the next button and straps too while we're doing this, because otherwise I'll forget something. So, metals, right? Let's find somebody I want to level a metal on in particular. Actually, let's do a full-blown example here. This is better. We're going to do this. Naomi's got a 40% gem damage strap. That doesn't cut it. No, Sako, that's the thing where I said you had to refresh and I went back out and then went back in and then they were gone after I sold them. You have to refresh the screen right now. I'm sure that'll get fixed, but they still show they're there till you refresh it and they're gone. But great question. Very good question. So for Naomi, I want to use this 100% gem damage strap. I can scroll through here, see all of the things available, but I know 100 is clearly what I want, so I can just equip it. You can see they're all genderless. They show male, female on each side. And then from here, everything is kind of as normal, but you can see which moves you have equipped from here, which is actually quite handy. Very cool, actually. And then just go about your normal. This part's normal, so nothing earth-shattering here and leveling this up. But what we will do is throw some metals on here, and I'll show you something with the metals that's awesome with this update. Let's go in use for me, and we'll go to Fury 2s, and let me find a 12. Actually, let's go filters, green, percentage, apply this one. I want to find, ideally, one with green substats that isn't leveled. This is perfect. This is exactly the kind of example I want to use. So, all right. Naomi, we have a level 12 metal. Before, you'd hit level up and you'd have to do these 10 tries. If you got lucky, you might hit it in the first few. It's 10k each try. So if you want to guarantee success, you can pay 91.8k, which is the equivalent of 9 tries. Or you can just instantly level it up. Now, this is with the Strap Up Pass discount. Without the Strap Up Pass, it would be 144k. So you're getting, what is that, like roughly 53k off of 144? That's a pretty hefty discount. Like, what, 30%? 35? 40? Something like that? A math person could tell me. But really, really good. You can max level 2. Yeah, you can also do this. Instant level up needs to be reset in order to attempt 1 try and 10, right? So you can go from 12 to 15
all in one go for 547K. So it'll tell you exactly what you need to do. But if you want to see the breakdown of each individual cost, in case you didn't know, I'll show you for this. So here we see it's 91, and this is with the strap up pass. 91, oops, not the max button. Instant, boom, it's done. Then it goes up to 193 from 290K. It does save a ton of time. And the last rank is 262K, down from 436K. This is the equivalent of like 20 tries, so it is cheaper probably with the strap pass to do this, but it's much less frustrating. So I like the exact set cost and knowing, right? So then there your medals maxed. I don't think there's too much else to say other than that's freaking awesome. Saves a ton of time. You don't have to dink around as much. Way easier to target your stuff. This isn't exactly part of this tutorial, so I'll stop here about setting a character up right. So I'll stop with that. Oh, yes, I was going to show. So it's not live right now, I'm assuming, because there hasn't been a new prize wall. This is guesses on my part now. I assume there's going to be a prize wall tab, like this is passes, memberships, and this is featured. I'm assuming there'll be like a prize wall tab here. I don't know that that's the case. And then you won't have to scroll all the way to your prize walls. And I'm guessing because all of this was active and the update hasn't been forced, I don't think we'll probably see that till the update's forced and everyone has it. But on the prize walls now, and also on offers, there's this really cool feature. That's what I'm doing, McMenemy, thanks. When you're looking at shards, so let's say Bailey, right? You click on Bailey, and then you click on her shards. It literally tells you how many shards you own. So there is a tab with Showdown Prize Wall. Well, I don't see it on my screen, so it's not active for me, XGC. Unless you see where the tab is. We were looking earlier. It's expired now, so it's gone. Ah, okay. That makes more sense. Then I don't feel so bad. All right. So yeah, you click on Bailey and you see how many shards you own. Same thing, you click on Brett, see how many shards you own. I don't have an example of somebody I don't own, but it does the same on prize walls. So you now when you're in a prize wall and you're like, man, how many shards do I have of this guy? Before you had to go back, click, check, go through all these steps. Now you can just do this and see how many shards you have. So much simpler. It's a little small thing, but it's nice. Also was a cool XGC. Probably cool. I bet it was cool. So yeah, there's that. And was there anything else I was going to talk about, guys? Let me double check because I don't want to miss anything for this. I should have taken notes. But I think those are the big ones. And we got the shards, we got the straps, the genderless, the selling. Yeah, I think that's good. So yeah, guys, this update's incredible. Make sure if you didn't know, check and see what straps you can use on people. If you didn't have them because they were gender locked, they're not anymore. You might have some really good stuff hiding that you didn't know about. Go find them. Yeah, it's a huge life improvement and then a huge gain for players too in the strap department. I had at least one friend who told me this helped my super crappy strap game. He had came back after not playing a long time, didn't have very many straps, and now he's got a lot more options. So just in general, as far as an update goes, this is about as good as they get. This is a 10 of 10 for me. If you don't see the update, no big deal. I'm lying, Sapper. It's not really a friend. It's an acquaintance. No big deal. That's because it's not been pushed yet. I don't have one on my phone. The only reason I have this is because I got the APK for the newest update and installed it on the emulator manually. My Google Play Store didn't have it. Rusty's iOS store doesn't have it, right? So don't be surprised if you don't have it yet, but it should be rolling out very, very soon. And if you know how to install APKs and stuff, you can get the most recent one and do that. But of course, be careful where you're downloading stuff because, you know, it's not always secure. Anyway, guys, that's a video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to like, subscribe, and share because that really helps me out. So if this helped you, help me. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Good luck out there. Love this update. It is awesome. Okay. That's done. Any questions, guys? In between that? I'm jelly you got to see the prize wall, XGC. No, you're awesome, Sapper. They haven't sorted it yet, Gumsy. I actually asked that question before stream. They are still working on it. I don't have a definitive answer for you, but it's being looked into, Gumsy. Okay, guys. Anything else you want to see with the new update? I have many questions, like is cheese meant to be blue, and why is your voice so smooth? So I guess the voice would be genetics. I haven't. That's nothing that I did. And I think blue cheese is not meant to be blue. Blue cheese just happens to be moldy, so it is the color blue. Sapper, I think I can send it to you. Yeah, Derek. I have a download of the APK, so I could just probably send that to you, Sapper, because there's no reason for somebody not to have it. I can drag that to my desktop, and then I don't know if Discord's going to allow the file, Sapper, but we will try. Upload to Sapper Jedi. Oh no, this file exceeds the size limit. Let me try Dropbox. Sapper, after stream, hit me up. I'm not great at it, but I can probably upload it to like Dropbox or Google Drive and get it to you. I can give you the, oops, what did I just click? What did I do? I did not want to do that. Oh, crap. That was the wrong button to click. No! I just installed it. 1 second. Wait, will we reload this? Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you. And I'm like, oh, I can't really see. I'll click on it. You'll know it's the right one because your starting screen will look like this. I don't, Chris. That was one of the first things I checked. I do not still. No Acro affiliations at all, male or female. Sapper, the version number is, well, this loads. I think it's 0.680, if I'm understanding it right. No promises. Okay. McManamy, are you here? Yeah, it's super smooth. Thanks, Kitty Corn. Thanks. The new update is just really smooth for managing your account, you know? I like I have so many straps. One thing, I like having one of everything kind of, if possible. And I have so much strap room now that I probably won't sell as many as I thought I was gonna, because I want to have at least one of everything, even crappy straps. Yes, because I hoard, right? It's a problem. Bob, are you talking about for um the training ability that got moved from 34K to 35K on the zombies? We did talk about that. It's in the update notes as well. Yeah. They got all moved to 35K. So I don't think it's ideal that it got moved to 35K for sure. But the reason it got moved to 35K is so it's consistent across the board with the zombie training ability, that they all have to be gold to use the ability. Right? So I believe the answer is they were intended to all be gold to use the max ability. And because 34K, some didn't need to be gold, some did need to be gold, they moved that. I did not see that two-shot has been nerfed, Gumsy. Was that in the update? I did not. How did they nerf it? I'm curious. I haven't had time to look into anything yet. He's talking about a different game, nothing in Champions. Let me clarify. Before people freak out. Wait, two-shot was nerfed? I use that all the time. Correct, Bob. Yeah. Yep. Now you need to find another 1,000 talent. Yeah. So the real answer to me, and this is the way what I would like to see is just universal talent. The tiers not having no, I don't think it's anyone outside of the zombies for this month. As far as I know, no other talent level was changed. They just changed all of the zombie talents to consistently across the board. All of them have to be gold to make it happen. You were wondering, Sako? Indeed. Yeah, right, Chris? Right? That's stupid. Laser carabine's fun. Yeah. Yep. So there. Yep. Yep. As far as I know, it's just those, Bob. And it's in the change log for the update on the um page, champions tab page thing log. I'm sure Chelsea will be 35K as well. Absolutely. I haven't looked at her. Give me 2 seconds. And it's all of them, 35K. So if they haven't changed her, she will be. Yep. I can't wait till she's done. Green multiply gems, very useful. But I want her gold anyway, so I'm good with it. All of them were going gold for me anyway so far. I don't see it being an issue. The talent you can get there, right? So I guess it depends what you mean by issue. A tiers have lower. They can get to 35 though. I don't have. I have the Twitch account. Hold on. If you want to see, let me switch over to the Twitch account. And let's look her up at gold. They max out at like 37K. Yeah, there she is right there. 37K talent maxed out. So I would imagine you can miss at least 1 star if she's maxed out. So I don't see it being an issue. Maybe 2 stars even. Yep, they can get there. Yep. The lowest talent, I think, is that 3702. Yeah. Nope. 37323 is the lowest talent. 37323, it looks like. Yeah, no, it's cool. Well, also, Kitty Corn, keep in mind with and I would tell this to everybody with the zombie trainers, guys. The last step is a big step. 26K is 6-star bronze, 35K is 6-star gold. But the multiply gem percentage stays the same, and you only gain the same specific color of 10%. So I don't feel like you need to be in a massive rush to have them gold for the extra 10%. I think it's useful, but in the case of somebody you'd be using as a fighter, Kitty Corn, in your case, let's say you're talking about Powerhouse Austin, the Bionic Redneck, the really good one, I would take Austin to gold first, unless you're going to use Chelsea all the time as well. But there's usually 3 dude events to every 1 lady event. So just take your Austin gold and then work your Chelsea up next. Because if it's just for the training ability, the 10% is nice, but it's not going to make or break you, right? So you can get away without that 10% for a while. So don't hurt your token stash or your plans on account of it. At least that would be my advice. You, of course, can do whatever you like with your account. But yeah.
Merrick's, I got a second all hard play from Talon up. I got one on Guther, and now unsure Ilya maybe. If you have Ilya, what kind of strap do you have ready? Because if you have any kind of decent strap for Ilya, you don't need to use the sub. Right, that's a fair counterpoint, Kitty Corn. Right, 100%. So, but I see zero reason whatsoever, personally, to do that. Let me show you why and give you and a Piper. All right. So I have 100% no Piper. Let me show you why. And I'm missing levels. I'm missing all 40 levels. But give me 1 second. McManamy, we'll get there. This is important though. We're doing good work right here, McManamy. We're helping somebody from taking longer and potentially losing. I don't have the loadout saved. You make sure you use Mosh. Mosh is better. Mosh is better than Sherry here. Ready? Mosh is your trainer. 100%. Use Mosh. Use Woods. I don't know what you have in the other spots. Chelsea would be great when she's leveled up. She would be really good. If you have Leo, for sure he would be good, right? You're important to me, McManamy. If you have Brett, Brett is great. So, like, ideal would be Brett and Chelsea once Chelsea's leveled up. But let's go with Gunther for now. You got Brett? Okay, not Gunther. Actually, let's just go green gem damage. We're just going to go easy here. Ozzy? Do you have your Ozzy leveled up? I mean, you have Chelsea. Everybody has Chelsea. This Chelsea, bud. I'll use her at 25% and 45. Just do that. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Now, I need 40 levels. I don't have the Piper plate. You're hitting way harder than me. Do you have your stars filled? Okay. Are your levels maxed? Mine aren't. I'm losing a lot of damage without his levels maxed yet. No max levels. So same as me. But you're getting 100% more gem damage because you have a Piper plate. Okay. So I just did 65 million, which is going to beat everybody except maybe a Showboat. But I'm missing all of my levels, and you have 100% more gem damage than me, right? So that never gives the opponent a turn. You never have a chance to lose. You can't cascade. So can you put an all heart on Ilya? Yes. You absolutely can. Should you? Unless it's boss, I can't think of a reason why you would want to run the sub, because it's slower, and, well, it does hit harder. You don't need to hit harder, and it gives you a chance to lose. So, no, don't put it on Ilya. I'm trying to give you the reason why, right? Thanks, McManamy. I appreciate it. Not just tell you not to. I'm trying to give you the reason why. Every time you give somebody a turn, plus all the sub reversals now, but every time you give somebody a turn, it's a chance for something to go wrong. They can get a 5 match. They can match their gems with a matchy match plate in the sub and come out loaded. I've literally subbed somebody before that wasn't loaded to start and got loaded during the sub.
Give me a 1 if you've had that happen to you in feud, where you subbed somebody that wasn't loaded and they came out of the sub loaded. Yeah. Right? Okay. So it's not that subs are bad. Yeah. It's not that subs are bad, right? It's just that things can go wrong. It's not That's not going to happen with this. So don't like, if they hit hard enough, just play them safe and fast and you'll have a way better experience. So now you could make the case for boss, but the other thing is, um here's the other thing. If you're running him triple green to get the pyros on the bottom, then you have to use 2 sets of MP trainers and you lose Mosh. So it's also not ideal, right? Um, and this has a lot of room to grow because generally the reason to use a sub is if you can't win turn 1. If you can't win turn 1, then the sub is good because it potentially slows them down. You know what I mean? Um, that's why a sub would be good. That's the time to use it. If you can't win turn 1, then you use the sub because you hopefully don't get hit in the face. At least that's how I see it. Yes, in feud. Right, Vikes. Agreed. So hopefully that answers it. Now, All Heart is awesome on Zombie Dom. If you're going to use a sub gameplay, Zombie Dom would be a great spot for an All Heart. He's good at green boss battle. So that would be somebody I would say, sure, go for it. If you can't set up Naomi and you have Naomi to win like with 10 MP, you don't have Santa, you don't have Roxanne or whatever, you could easily use All Heart on Naomi and it would be good. Um, no, I don't. It's because he's got a sub and he can get pinned ready. That's why. Um, there's reasons. It's a fine reason. Basically, uh, you know, um, that's wouldn't use it on Sammy. You'd use a Sheik plate. I'm trying to think of like people that you would use nowadays realistically, with the All Heart outside of boss. You said Gunther, Dom, sub mostly McMenemy, yeah, unless you can't. I think CM Punk has a decent sub build. I think Anaconda Vice sub build with CM Punk maybe would be fine. Stunning Steve, thank you Sapper, helping me out here. Stunning Steve, probably shouldn't be using Stunning Steve. You should use Rock or Batista, but yes, Rock and sub do what Steve does better except green. No, it's not crap. It's actually very good in boss. In boss battle, Grayson Waller. I think you could probably use it on Rock if you were going to use a sub build, but I don't. Rock might be black. I think it's Ronda's jacket actually for Rock. Yeah, it's mainly just a feud thing, right? Like where you're trying to avoid it. Um, if you got Ilya, I'm assuming you have a pretty good roster, unless you just bag pulled Ilya. But then you said your stars are filled too, and you have 100% strap. So all of that leads me to believe you have a pretty good roster, and most of the time you probably have good turn 1 options. Mm-hmm. So I use sub all the time on tours, right? Um, you do, one true. You do. All the time on tours I use subs. And they're really good on boss as well. Jacob was a great example of subs being good on boss. So, but like as far as like super impactful or people that you might regularly use, the one that comes to mind is like Zombie Dom. Ilya would be a downgrade to put it on him, actually. So Zombie Dom or like you said, potentially Gunther if you're gonna run that. But I also wouldn't recommend running either of those two if you have Ilya, unless it's for requirements, you know. But it's a good heart to have for a good play to have for boss. Thunder, don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. Okay. All right, Mac. Let's try to do this. Let's see. Window capture. So this is going to be a different roster review. I think True's only the second person in the game with everyone, Ed being the other one. This is going to be a little bit of a different roster review, because Mac just wants to focus on boss. Oh, that's awesome, Kitty Corn. Congrats. Yeah, it's just we're gonna talk boss. We're gonna talk boss on his account. I'm gonna need some help because I don't have everyone memorized who's defensive and stuff, and we don't have something to look at. And that is the right play in my opinion, Kitty Corn. All right. Let me see if I get this chat up here. If I have to pull a new one up. Discord, Sapper Jedi. That probably won't come up. Sapper, do we have anything weird in our DMs if I pull yours up on accident? I don't think we have anything weird, Sapper. Okay. This should pull up McMenemy, I think. Or do nothing like that. Of course not. Hey, it was one time, Lil Bitty. Come on. Gosh dang. Sapper, we have some fun one time after partaking in beverages, and we can't live it down. Gosh dang. Yeah, I mean, what's a little feet licking between two adult male friends? And that's clipped. You're welcome, Bob. You're welcome. I am here to help. Yeah. Oh, Bob's always there to clip. Bob's always there to clip. Nothing is safe. Nothing is sacred. Turn my foot cam back on. I have some pretty good looking feet, to be honest. Just saying. I mean, feet are all ugly, in my opinion, but, you know, it could be worse. Could be worse. Okay. Nothing is safe, Merrick's 2024. That's the truth. Bone apple feet. Oh my gosh, Sapper. All right. These are Max. Oh, I don't know what that is, but congrats, Tiger King. That sounds good. Okay, so these are some of Mac's plates. We got those right there. We got those two, black to green. Okay, we got jade plate not equipped. McMenemy, besides boss, are we talking about anything else with plates, or is this just to let me know? Hogan plate. I'm looking at boss plates mainly now, so jade, Hogan would be good ones. Potentially that one. Probably never that one, but maybe. Just to let you know what you have. Perfect. Yeah, you're not going to need help knowing where to put plates. Nightmare plate, there. Okay. Alright. Hey, where's your Piper plate? Dingus, did you not show me your equipped ones? I know you have one now, because I can't make fun of you for having none. It's fine if you didn't show me your equipped ones. You can tell me. It's on Tech Flare? Okay. Twitch whispered me? I can't pull it up right now, because it'll show in the chat, and I'm terrified what it is. After all the clipping. It actually isn't showing up. Oh, Twitch whispered me. Not Discord. Twitch whispered me. I got you. I can look that one up when I'm on the other screen. He probably sent the link, I'm assuming. Okay, McManamy. Lady Boss, I'm assuming you have everybody at gold with the right style. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Focused? Did you do that for me? Charlotte's focused. Rhea's whatever that the wingies are. Aggressive. Why is a wrench focused? Does anyone know why a wrench is focused? I don't know. Things that make you go, Shotzi's chaotic. I know that. Quiet, Bob. Let me have this. I know it's the little squigglies that are focused, and it's the lightning bolts that are aggressive, but I want this. No. Wrench is focused. Why is a wrench focused? Yeah, it's the squigglies. Different colors? Okay. Thank you. That's the answer I'm looking for. You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Wrench is focused. Look, right here. It's these little squigglies with the wrench. That is 100%. Listen, so Thunduke, did you know? Do you know why they call it an Xbox 360? Do you know? Hmm? Any ideas? Why they call it an Xbox 360? We got wingies, we got microphones, and we have snakes. No, that's not important right now. Let the squigglies and the wrench go. Do you know why they call it an Xbox 360? We're moving on to something else. We'll come back. We'll come back to the squigglies. I'm sorry if that's going to trigger you a little bit. Work with me here. I promise it's worth your time. No, it's not important right now. Trust me. We got the snake bite here. And what do we got here? Here we have, is that like a, I think that's like a bed. Why are powerhouses beds? That's like a little bed, right? So anyway, Xbox 360. It's fine. You don't think it's important? I'll just talk about it anyway. I was going to wait for your permission, but since you're not going to give it, I'll just be a jerk. I'll be the bad guy. That's not a dumbbell. It looks like a bed. That's a little bed. Powerhouses are beds. So, back to what I was saying. Xbox 360. Everybody knows about the red ring of death, right? Well, Microsoft knew about the red ring of death ahead of time. In fact, that's why they named it the Xbox 360, because they knew it was so bad that when people saw the Xbox 360, they would turn 360 degrees and walk away from it. That's why they named it the Xbox 360, because it's so bad. When you see it, you turn 360 degrees and walk away from it. True facts, look it up. And then apparently defensive is a fist punch. That makes sense. Big facts. No. Did you, Lil Bitty, you're talking about a 720. A 720 is the same way. A 360 is a half turn. 180 is a quarter. Just one, you can Google it. Two, did you ever play Tony Hawk? Tony Hawk Pro Skater? You for sure would know a 360 is a half turn. Come on. How do you not know that? Just go Google it. 360 degrees. No, you don't. Right? All you have to do, no. 180 is not a half turn. You're wrong, sir. I'm sorry. You're wrong exactly like the wrench is focused. 450 is a splash, yeah. Just so you know, yeah, go play Tony Hawk and go Google it. I know what a 360 is, by the way. It just triggers people. How many biddies to play the Xbox joke whenever I want to hear it? AK6, I'll do it for free. I know exactly what a 360 is, guys. It's a full term. But for the purpose of kayfabe in my streams, it's not. Yeah, never give up on a bit. I know. I can only go so far. People get so mad about it too. Okay, McMenemy. So basically different colors. Do you have a gold in every style though, right, McMenemy? You got you got two focused. I'm assuming blue and green. And let's actually talk now, McMenemy. Right, you got to commit to the bit. Golden all styles. Okay. What do you feel like your weakest color is? Tony Hawk was super fun. No, no, not these days. I don't have it. I forget where it is these days. What do you feel like your weakest colors are? Roxanne can do like yellow. No, she recycles yellow. She doesn't actually do yellow. She does black. Probably blues, you'd say, for ladies. Rhea doesn't recycle, but she can hit hard with blues, but no recycle. Green, Charlotte would be great. You don't really need Maxine because you have Charlotte for boss. That would not Maxine. The May, that's just overlap, right? I mean, Bailey would probably be decent at defensive, right? No, she has trouble getting back to the green. Never mind. Doo -doo -doo -doo. Wait, you don't have a gold Shoba? That hurts my soul. I love showboats. Um, I doubt it, Tank Daddy. Very much doubt it. But maybe. McManamy just cares about boss, so we're talking boss. He knows what he's doing with feud. He doesn't need me. He said I suck at feud. I'm not listening to you. That's pretty much what he said. I mean, that's fair, McManamy. I really want to go back to Powerhouses and talk about this. She's Hollow Stars, too. What's this? No, Theory Brood, I would never. Raquel is who you'd use for blue right now? I'm assuming, Mac? And Rhea without recycle? Or you could do the recycle and just hit for less. Okay. So that's two for blue. Who are you using for yellow? I don't know if I see yellow. Okay, Liv's gold already? I was going to say Liv for yellow. Yeah, I'm sorry, Theory. I'm sorry. What about you plan to take Chelsea up too for purple? Because she can cycle the purples really well. You also have Shotzi can do his yellows, right? It's been a minute. Let me look at my screen. Yes, in coaching? Okay. So that'll help you purple wise. She gets both of those down. She can also do black decently too, turning the blast there. Shotzi is yellow. Okay, perfect. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to say something extra stupid. So you got two blue, you got yellow, you got Shotzi. Um, you got Charlotte for green. Oh, nice, Tiger King. Congrats. So what are we missing? Red. Uh, Chelsea will be purple. We missing red. You could do Hall of Fame China, or you could do Jade, or you could do Stacy actually, because she has the buff, right? Let me look. Would Stacy keep the buff? That's kind of interesting. Miss Keep. I think she would keep the buff. 100% boost to red, then make 32 silence into red. And you could actually use the sub in boss too. Interesting. Do you have the moment for Stacy? This actually isn't terrible for boss, I don't think. Hold on. This would be in there with a sheriff's badge. But you'd want to recycle with this. So you could potentially grow the damage. The moment that might not be terrible for red. You could also, like I said, yellow with the sheriff's badge in the other set. No, 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 not the Dudley moment. This is the this one. Or you get extra. This is all modes, so it actually works in the MP would work in boss as well and steel cage as well. It's kind of a decent moment. It's not great. It's more off the wall talk. Tory moment, nope. Okay, it's more off the wall talk than like really actually decent. Um I think you're probably fine with China or Korra with red, because Korra makes a brick of them. Korra's damage isn't going to be super big. You could probably get away with either of them. China would be easier because old Hall of Fame tokens and she's higher. You got Liv for red as well too if you want. I miss Liv. This one, it looked like just China, but now I'm confused. Is Focused a snake or a wrench? Yeah. Dakota's decent for black as well. Dakota's decent for black as well. Because she's got a little buff that can keep growing it too. And breaks a bunch of blacks for shields and stuff. So Dakota would be decent for black. Is there any color we didn't talk about in there? We have one for all the styles, so we're not super worried about that. Indeed, Rusty. Indeed. Yeah, the update's awesome, Rusty. Focused is a wrenchy snake. Love it. Oh, wrong screen. Son of a monkey's uncle. Thank you, Chris. Gosh, dang it. Yeah. Is there any sneaky kind of sneaky? Also you said blue is the one you felt the least good about. You could also triple blue Tiffany. I didn't yet, Sako. No, I didn't yet. You could also triple blue Tiffany. She won't necessarily hit super hard, but you know she's easily recycle, heals herself, defensive class, and can break a bunch of blues. So since you said blue is your weakest, and she's not a waste because she has some uses against multiply users in other modes too. So little bitty. So I actually don't mind that. But it's okay, Sako. It's okay. There should we may have time at the end. Oh my gosh, Rusty. Who else might do a bunch of blue beans? Blooby, blooby, blooby. Um, XGC, I always just go into the metal screen and then go to my filters to pop up what I'm looking for. Because it actually has a good filter. That's what I've always done. The males is worse. More of an, I need a not. Yeah, since he's nerfed a lot. Okay, let's do the males. For what color? No, males is worse. Not really a color struggle. More of a, I need a not power. So not KO for every color? Is that what we're talking about? You actually want viable options? Green and yellow for damage. There, those don't seem terrible. Mm, like this? That's what I've always done. Yeah, it's a different roster dive. Oh, aggressive? We're talking aggressive. Give me 2 seconds. Then. Aggressive. They don't show their squigglies. I have to remember. Who do I like for aggressive? Wait. You mean chaotic. KO's chaotic. You mean chaotic, right? That's the way I've always done it, XGC. I don't know if there's another way. That'll show it? Oh! Hot dang! I suck at this game. Alright. Did you mean chaotic or did you mean aggressive? Yes, my bad, chaotic. Okay, cool. So we're looking for chaos. Pure chaos. Oh, Terry Funk is really good. At blue. Big blue multiply gems. Did you grab that moment too? So I like Terry Funk at blue. I'm gonna look through some of mine, then we'll go back to yours, McManamy. I feel like this is gonna be slightly easier for me, and then I'll go back to yours. But like Terry Funk, chaotic, awesome for blues. Okay, yours are the same in the class. Let me do that. Sorry. Wait, wait. Am I missing? No, I freaked out. I'm not missing. That's right, I had a panic attack. Oh, you did! Never mind. We're good. Yeah, so Terry Funk is a really good chaotic. For blue. I forgot I freaked out. Yes, I did. I'm like, oh crap, I thought I was missed your roster review and I forgot about you and I felt terrible. And then you're like, no, dude, you're fine, chill. I was like, oh, thank goodness. I know he's not chaotic, but I like Batista too. Wait, is you? You're aggressive. Focusing on chaotic first. Yeah, Funk is better than Pre-Step Blue for sure. You'd think we'd have somebody really good at chaotic for black gems in Striker, but it doesn't really look that way. Mankind's decent at blue too, but Funk's better, especially since you have the moment. Like, and you mean strictly for boss, right? Let me see. Funk we listed because of his moment. Yep. I don't necessarily love Brett to gold, but he has a lot of strong boss potential in general. Brett does because he can do the red gems, right, with the finisher with the sub. that leaves snowfalls, and then the finisher buffs red gems, and then the red subplates buff it. So Brett is actually really decent at red. He's also very decent at power gems, extremely decent at power gems, actually. And he is decent at snowfall gem damage, and he's decent at green. So Brett can actually do a ton of stuff, but his real value, he's super good as a trainer, obviously. But Striker Brett at Focused can literally do greens, he can do reds, he can do snowfall gem damage, and he can do power gems. So like as far as like a kind of an all-arounder, Focus Striker Brett can do a ton of boss stuff pretty solidly, because the finisher that blows up the board buffs gem damage by like 100%, right? So if you use, let me go to my screen real quick and give you a visual. Like this is the sub build McMenemy. You hit the sub, this is not choosing, you fill it up, then you have all of the sub snowfalls on the board after your sub plate, right? Then you get the boost on your finisher, and it just recycles the reds, because this turns into all snowfall reds. Works super easy. Same thing with greens, except with greens, now you have to choose to fill the black, so it's not quite as smooth. But these all turn into snowfall greens, and you buff it by 100%. If you have Roxanne, though, there's no reason you can't also put this move in instead of the choose. It just doesn't recycle as well, but you could use an ultimate plate, for example, potentially. You could also use the sub in that situation, but you wouldn't want to. This sub is leaves snowfall black gems, so you can actually recycle black moves if you want to recycle the power gems. But it's 40 random power gems. It's a ton of power gems, just a ton. So really, you just get those out there, and then you just start swiping, right? If there's a power gem one, he'll be nasty. The per snowfall build, he just has a lot of stuff, right? A lot of stuff. As far as covering a bunch of different stuff in one character. Maybe he probably won't be like necessarily the tippy top in any one, but he'll be like he's one of those guys that's going to be very good a lot of times. He's another one that is pretty solid. Rocker for a lot of different things, because he can do the blue multiplies. He's got the green set. Like, I think he can do some, maybe even a little bit of black. I don't know, but Rocker's decent. I feel like Brett's probably better for boss though. In general, Brett would cover power gems, so JBL's not as attractive. He's decent for purple, but the load is a bit hard to load it. But he's pretty decent for purple. If the moment was universally, be even better, but it's not. Batista's really good for pyro gems and reds and greens. And he makes a ton of multiply gems. So if it's like X, if it's not a percentage, but it's a multiply factor, it's really good on him because he makes a lot of multiplies. So I kind of like Batista. Plus his power gems are freaking ginormous. So he might be the best pick for a power gem boss in the whole game. Probably would be. We've only had them a couple times though. But I wouldn't mind. Yeah, Batista's ridiculous. So you can also just hit for a steady amount of damage any boss with him. Not really, Clay. It's decent on new Brett, but not really. It doesn't have a lot of uses. It's decent on new Brett, though. Ollie is kind of a Swiss Army knife, can do a bunch of different colors, but it's very difficult to play. You're fine playing difficult, though. But he can do purple, he can do red, he can do yellow off of a sheriff's badge into multiplies of yellow. He can do black. Ollie can do a lot, but none of it's super fast, so keep that in mind. And it's difficult to play. In particular, the Juggernaut set is very difficult to play. And Foley's decent at blue because he's got the buff, and he's got the snowfalls with blue, but Funk is better, for sure. Drew's okay for red as well, not great, but I mean, it's worth a shout, and he does have some power gems crossing over with the red. If you then I know like if KO's one you're looking for someone else besides, you'd be looking for red. So Drew is worth mentioning. Yeah, Lux for sure. So I think Drew's worth mentioning because he's got the red buff and he can cycle it and stuff. And grow the damage a little bit. He's not, so maybe worth mentioning there. LA Knight plate is the best on Funk, but he can use the Piper plate and he can also use the HBK plate. But LA Knight plate is the best on Funk, but he can use the HBK ultimate or the Piper plate. Piper and HBK are basically the same on Funk since he uses 2 blue moves before the finisher. So HBK plate would be the way to go if possible, since it's in lower demand than your Piper plate, Rusty. And with the moment, Funk hits more than hard enough to not need the LA plate. Bite Man on Jacob is great for boss. That's what I ran for red boss on Jacob. Mine hit for like 1.2 billion, and he didn't have everything maxed out. Okay, red powerhouse. We got the beds. They're sleeping in the power. Who do I like? Rick only for green shields, but if we're talking strictly boss McMenemy, Ray is a freak of nature in boss as long as he's not nerfed. Nobody does boss like Ray, even without the gear. Fair enough. Ray for boss, even without gear, is crazy good for blue. Absolute monster. So if you were a newer player and at 2000, yes, I would have gotten his shards, Clay. Oh, no sheriff's badge? I still think I would have said Jacob in this case. For this, there's one main reason why. Sheriff's badge is a very good plate. It is absolutely an enhancer plate. Sheriff's badge is not going to add 15 or 20 million really to anyone, right? And Jacob is arguably one of the most impactful characters in the game. Even if you don't have all the stuff to play the multiply set, anybody can play his defensive set. He can do a ton of different stuff, right? Like his coach is also very, very, very strong, his trainer. So normally, I mean, depending on the character, there'd be a lot of times when I'd probably say take the sheriff's badge. In the case of Jacob, I think the sooner a newer player got him on their roster, the more difference it would make. He is a complete difference maker, and it's not necessarily he was the S, not the S plus. Yes, Kitty Corn, but he's all right. You guys want a clippable moment? Here it is. Here's a hot take. Get ready for this. Jacob is more impactful on rosters than OTC Roman. Hot take that. I said it, and I mean it. Okay. Do, do. And you got room to, but it's something to shoot for, Baloo. Lies. Did you ever try, Corey? Yeah, sort of. So Dragon, to get it off multiple times, needs a lot, and realistically, it is not really quite there. You, with tour perks, can click it many times, and you can get decent damage on tour. In feud, you will not do well with a Tama plate on Zombie Dragon. It will not hit hard enough, and you will have issues loading it and stuff. Yeah, twice isn't enough. I wouldn't say stupid, Sako, because you're doing the best thing you can think of for your roster. But I would have went a different route. I think it plates are hard to get for sure. So I wouldn't say that's stupid. But I think the advice I would give would be to get those Jacob shards because I don't know next they've been very available this month, guys, and that's kind of been the case with the S tier. The month after their shards are very available and then they kind of go into hiding. And in your case, being 5 away, you could just get him from the Stip store as soon as he's in the Stip store because there it's 15 shards for like 240,000 or 10 shards for 240,000 currency. So getting 5 away is a really good spot to be. Um, to be honest. Okay, McMenemy, your powerhouse is Ray for boss certainly. Um, if you're talking feud with powerhouse, Braun Strowman, you just run the triple red stun and blow up the board. It's super safe. Cody, super good. For boss, if you get the moment is super cheap this month. You'll probably get there. You play enough that you'll get there if you want it. If you want other stuff, I get it. Cody with the moment is great. I don't know if you got his gear though, but you can run him triple red in feud, and he's or feud in boss, and the Titan plate will proc right on triple red, and there's another red user, and he's also chaotic like KO. Yeah, so that's your KO counter, right? Because you can also put Sheriff's Badge and he can do some yellow work for you. Titan Plate, he's doing red work for you. I mean, that's your answer to your other KO chaotic user because he's that's like kind of the perfect answer. Same class, same thing. He can do red very, very effectively, right? He only needs a Titan Plate to shine with the moment in boss. The moment's universal. The other thing, and this is food for thought with your powerhouses, Hogan can break any shield, right? Because of all the wild cards. So if you just care about having a like always clutch shield breaker that you level a boss breaker up on, Hogan can throw wild cards, and the wild cards count for any shield color. So he's guaranteed to be able to break any shield, and he's a good one to maintain your boss breakers on at Powerhouse. Um, you literally just toss if you're worrying about the shield, you just toss all gem generates on him. Uh, okay, I think I don't know. Is one true? Are you still in the chat? The way wildcard gem is calculated is damage is very different than other gems, and I never cared enough to really go into it a ton. Basically, I think it takes into account, and One True King can correct me if I'm wrong here, um, the gems it links to, right? So if a wild card links to two different color gems, I want to say maybe it gets the damage from both gems, but I don't know that that's the case. If it only links to one, I believe it gets the damage of the one it links to. But don't quote me on that. He can tell you better if I'm right or wrong. Because when wild cards were a thing, there you go. It does. He used to hit for big damage with wild card people when they were the best in the game, and we used to talk about it. And I believe I remember that's what he had came up with. So yeah, McMenemy. Then Hogan would be your guy. So let me show you, Mac. Oh, that's the wrong button. Real quick. Hogan. It's why Santa damage is so streaky. Makes perfect sense. The great thing too is it's wild card. It's random, so it goes really fast, Mac. And then you can just put one of the destroys in with it. But you don't really even need to worry about MP trainers because you're just loading up for the shield, right? So you're just swiping the whole first round. So if you run him like this, you make 23 random gems into wildcard gems, right? So you just get the wildcards ready to go, load your stuff up, swipe so you don't go inactive, and then just pop this right when the shield goes up, and then you're just popping it right away again. Pop, 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 pop. You know, just spamming it because there's no. It's gonna reload, right? Um, so like that kind of thing. So some people think I know a lot about the game, but for sure, my opinion, the person I've learned the most about from this game and who I think knows the most about the game is actually One True King. So he knows way more about the game than I do, actually, and it's not that close. Okay. But yeah, Hogan is a really good one for that McMenemy. Does that make sense? How I had him set up and stuff for that. I've actually been thinking about taking him back up to gold for just that reason. But I haven't been short on shield breakers lately. But Hogan's a really good one for that kind of thing for boss. This is fun. This is a way different roster review. He has a really big roster. Everyone. Doesn't get much bigger than that. I think that's probably the powerhouse ones that stand out. I really like Cody as your KO counter because he's the same class. I think that's like makes a lot of sense, and I love Hogan for the wild cards. To be honest, I think those two are great picks. Um, and you could also get away with, and then Ray is incredible for blue boss, right? Ray is incredible. Those three would be my top for boss in there. I would say, and then like as far as feud goes, you know, triple red brawn never loses, and then with the moment and stuff, just middle lane, Cody Titan Plate will never lose. If when you have a middle lane, you'd never use them anywhere else, or +1 yellow MP. But that's all I'll say about that because that's not what this roster review is about. But you did mention it, so those are the ones I like, Mac, at Powerhouse. Um, okay, so you got golds here, red. You can break a red shield for sure. Ozzy can definitely break a black shield. Tama can do purple if you feel like it. Like Bubba, Bubba can do red really well as well. Bubba can also do yellow pretty decent with Sheriff's Badge, right? And you have Sheriff's Badge, and he can do it very, very decently. So Bubba can kind of do red and yellow. Gunther, purple, not maybe amazing, but Trickster usually isn't. Andrade, you knew more about than me actually, because you play him a ton. I think Theory can do some stuff in boss. I've never really used him. The Dom is fine. Just the downside is his animations are so slow. Stupid freaking Three Amigos kills him. Anyway, um, you know that though too. But yeah, I think you could maybe do some stuff with Theory, but I haven't looked into it enough to really be able to talk on it credibly. So take that for what it's worth. Um, Steamboat. What's up, Lux? Steamboat. He's got some blue botch stuff, but it's not ever gonna hit really hard, so I don't really like him. I want to like him, but I don't. Um, but you know, you take him up for his trainer to 6-star bronze. Kali is so volatile. He's so hit or miss. But he does have some buff action, and he can do a couple colors. But he's so volatile. He hits or misses, and his animations are slow. So, but I'm sure you know that about Kali. So I don't know if I'm giving you anything here at Trickster so far, actually, Mac. The one thing, the Tricksters are a lot of traps and slower resolve times in animations, so I don't love it in general. You can't even do Woods' triple purple with the multiplies because he's not going to break any traps and give you multiplies during the sub. No, does he like Kali Lux? I'm a big not fan of Kali, so. Mm, for me, he misses too much. Yeah, Trick is rough for Boss Mac. Yeah, not this guy. I swear by not using Kali, or I swear when using Kali. That's okay though. There's different playstyles for different people, so if he works for you, absolutely use him. He does not work for me. But I'm not the world's greatest player either, so see all the cascades. Yeah, I don't think there's anything like really jumping out. Go, but why? That's probably me and Tiffany. People are always like, "Why do you like Tiffany?" Oh, well, I hated her, but I do like her now. Yeah. Does anyone else feel like I'm missing somebody that's actually good at boss and tricksters for McMenemy? They're just not they're not a lot. You love the violin playing dude? Who's the violin playing dude? What? Violin playing dude? Eh? Get it. You need to explain that one to me. I mean, Muda for purple, not as much anymore. Bubbles. Who's Bubbles? Night and Bubbles is about it. Oh, Bubba. Bubba. Night and Bubba. Yeah, I got you. You have Muda for purple, so not going to talk about Logan. Logan's a bit random. Oh, the world's smallest violin? I got you, Gumsy. Okay. I thought I was just not. I thought you had like a nickname for somebody that I wasn't getting. You didn't? Oh, well, that's good. So I never got a chance to use him in boss, so. I'm way too literal. Way too often, Gumsy. If you don't have Jacob, you can see the video on Sammy 44 Lordichek's video that I did on Sammy. His red set would actually be pretty good in boss. But yes, he should get Jacob. But until then, Sammy is like Jacob Light in red boss. Same kind of setup. But he doesn't have him, Bob. He doesn't have him. I can't just tell McMenemy to get somebody. You know what we're dealing with here. Oh yeah, Creed's awesome for purple. I love Julius. Um, I can and he will. I do know. I do know. I love him. He's my 2-click mess. Oh, D'Lo. Easy answer, D'Lo. Really good at blue boss. Yes, yes. D'Lo for blue boss. Very good. Your acros, like also you don't have it yet, but solo actually makes D'Lo consistent, shockingly. Roster YouTube up. Recruit everyone you don't have, dummy. I accept PayPal. Solo now, Trick, and Showboat. Right on. Showboat Solo I think is pretty underrated because when he came out, and all the other showboats, his coachability is top notch though. Yeah, don't hate Sammy on your roster actually for boss McMenemy. So that's worth talking about. And then D'Lo for blue. Then he does like color turn gems, I think, and some other stuff. As well with D'Lo, besides just the blue. He's been a lot of people in my faction swear by him, use him a lot. So I think he's worth giving a hard look at too for you. Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh, you mean you underrated because you have Rex and blah blah blah. I didn't. I love Solo. I took him gold, Gumsy. Like right away. He's already gold. I love Solo. Actually, I think he's very, very good. I use him a bunch. Do I like Kofels? You can do some green with Kofi, McMenemy. I love you, Solo. Do you not have Waller? Where am I at? How do you not? How? Whoa. Okay, stop. 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 We're stopping right here. Literally one of the best boss battle characters in the game. How do you not have him gold? Oh, he's gold already? McMenemy? You took him gold this time? Gosh dang it. Waller's like literally one of the best boss battle guys in the game.
What?
Laziness and YOLO, different people. No. Nope, Sako. Slacker. You're a slacker. Actually, you probably won't use him. Kofi can do green. Pretty decent with a buff. You want me to show you the build, Mac? And I see someone else, right? So you do the ADHD talent up, McMenemy. I'm gonna do Squirrel. Yes, level that one up. I do that kind of too, actually. I almost forgot to level Leo up this talent up. Like of all things to forget. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass up on that. Stupid. Do you know the Kofi green set? Turtle Kofi, McMenemy? One second. Pretty easy. 7x4 area into greens. Pretty decent gem buff on the countdowns. Pretty low charge. You can't stack it because you have to swipe. Right? So you can't stack the gem buff, sadly, because you're going to have to swipe to set the countdowns off. But that's, green gem damage, pretty good. Right? So pretty solid boss guy. I like Waller more, but you already took him gold, so yeah. And then he's got decent power gems too, obviously. For if there's a power gem boss. So that's kind of like dual. He's another chaotic guy too. So yeah, I kind of like him for a boss. Quite a fair amount, actually. You can use, if there's power gems, you also got the jugs too. But jugs are generally slow in boss, so try to avoid those. You just put those down and just start swiping like crazy, probably. Especially if you got the moment. I don't know if you got the moment or not, but that's certainly an option. So Shobo KO can do red, so I don't need to tell you that. He's also chaotic, but I like him.
And then Seamus can do red pretty decently too. I don't know anything about Scowly Face guy. I've never played him actually. Don't have him on my roster. Follow can do yellow, but very slow. Really, really slow animations, sadly. Nakamura is one of those guys that actually is all around good at any color boss. Kind of. You just don't. Oh, Waller's not gold yet. Oh! Okay. Well, Zombie Brett can do black, and he can do red, and he can do yellow with the sheriff's badge and stuff. So Zombie Brett's not terrible, but you should take Waller up right away after him for boss. And then Nakamura's got the bottom rows of multiply gems, so he's always going to be somewhat decent, but never amazing on pretty much any color because they're huge, but it's always slightly disappointing kind of thing, but it's always sort of okay. And probably it, I think. You just want to break a green shield. Kurt here isn't horrible. But I would use Waller instead. Alright. Green, yellow. You're good there. You can also do yellow, but this hits harder, so no reason. He also can do blue badly with his other set, unless it's a powerhouse. Then he has the hardcore part of it, but still not great because it's immobiles, and immobiles always suck. Cowboy Bob can do blues with a buff. He can do some greens. If he gets the hardcore against powerhouses, he becomes very interesting because he recycles it, could hit more of it. So that's kind of worth just back pocketing as something more interesting and niche than, all the time great. Kaiser theoretically could do, is it black gems, right? That he does with the drip, but you wouldn't need the drip obviously because he's got the buff. So you could also potentially use Kaiser there. Don't necessarily love him though. Irizar needs to go higher for his max training ability in general. I don't know. I was mentioning it because people would think I was thinking it, but you don't need it. He's okay for stuff too, kind of random. Not great, but he can do a few things. And then CM Punk's okay for a lot of colors because he's got the random multiplies, but not really great at any of them. They're not really focused on a particular color, so they tend not to hit hard. Razor can hit pretty hard in a green. Oh, Julius, purple. Plate or no plate, purple. You get the Tama plate, you just take Julius Gold anyway, and you just two-click the entire world. So even without the Tama plate, he's your purple boss guy. This needs to be gold, like first thing, I would say. He can also do other colors in boss with the snowfall sub and stuff. Julius, to the moon, my friend. To the moon. I almost missed him at the end here. He must have just got him though. That's why he's at the end with these low talent guys. You just got him too. Yeah, definitely Julius. Definitely Julius. Let me see. I have a message I need to check a DM. Let me switch screens real quick. Yes. So ASAP, I would say Julius and Waller. And who's yeah, I'd say Julius and Waller. Mm-hmm. Yes, Julius is still very good without the plate. Um, you can just triple purple him with the sub if you're not comfortable or don't have a big enough strap. You can just sub and with Julius, just throw the traps, use the sub, don't break the traps. And then you can refill the traps and all of that jazz if you want, or you can just hit the sub, then throw the traps, kind of whatever your preference is. But triple purple Julius is really good. It's fixed. You can see the updated video I did after it got fixed. He hits very hard without it. You can double click, two click even without the Julius plate with 100% strap. It's just probably only going to hit for about 50 million, but it's a really, really, really freaking fast 50 million. The Julius, the Tama plate, I call it the Julius plate, makes him in the same situation, two click for like 80 million in feud, 75 to 80 million. I'm doing well, Bill's Mafia, how are you? But either way, for boss, it's beast because you can just keep two clicking and hitting the moves again. And if you put the Moment of Bliss plate, you can actually do one round of purples, right? And then that loads the multiply move. And then you do the multiply move down in your second round of purples, and then you blow up the board of purples into multiply gems. I actually couldn't get a damage reading, it wouldn't show up when I did it. And even without the multiplies, it was hitting so hard in boss. So I have no idea what it would have done. But yeah, he can solo a purple boss as long as you can use traps. Do we miss anything, McManamy? Anything else you want to talk about? Did I at least give you a few things to think about? I don't know. Kind of a different roster dive. It's fun. But the other stuff Julius can do, Mac for boss, is his sub stuff. And snowfall stuff. Pyro, I mean. 430k for every pyro gem damage, which is a lot. The only way though you can leave them is with subs, so that's super tricky gameplay. But you can do this set, which makes everything blue, right? Choose 10 gems to make into green sub gems. Remaining sub gems turn into pyro gems that modify all gems above it into blue. So what you do in boss, right, is you run this set. And you hit the sub, and you basically stagger like one sub gem here, one here, one here, one here, one here, like that. So you get the whole bottom, and then you make a 3-match to load your destroy move up top. Then you put your multiplies down, your 4 rows. Then you blow it all up, turn it all blue into the multiplies. Right, so he can do blue very well as well. Did that make sense? You just stagger them to keep all of them and then destroy all of them, and you use the sub to load it. I think that made sense. So he can do that. Okay. And then as far as the pyro thing goes, all of the sub gems turn into blue pyros, so you basically, if there's ever a pyro thing, you would use this to fill that, to fill this, to hit this, and you're just like subbing in pyro gems everywhere, and you use the sub to break them while setting them. That's very convoluted. You could also just use the destroy and make it simpler, but there's a few different ways you can do it. 2-click moveset. It's just right here. Sliding Lariat makes 20 random purple gems. And the short arm clothesline converts them all to purple after buffing your purple gem damage by 150%. Sako. This is with the Tama plate, but can you run this entourage? We covered it, and yes, got a few things to think about. You're all welcome for the different roster review, because feud sucks every time. Not Cody? Do you have anyone with purple gem? If not Cody, you just use Lacey. Or flat purple would probably be better than Lacey. But anyone with 30% purple is fine. If you get Brett, he'll have 30% purple. You'll probably get Brett if you have Julius, I would think. So Brett has 30% purple. He'll have 40 if you level him all the way up. So Brett would be fine. The Tama plate is really going to skew this. It adds about 20 million damage, actually. So keep that in mind. What you're seeing is going to add about 20 million to what he would do in the tour, give or take. Can I fight D'Lo? So this is also class advantage, but I can't fight Sammy because he's got the trap counter. But just so you can see it real quick. You just click and throw the traps, and then you just literally click and convert the traps. That's it, you're done. That was 77 million. With the Tama plate. I did, McMenemy, actually a lot. It's nice. I appreciate you doing that. It's really cool to get a lot of different rosters and that stuff. Yeah, one true. I didn't see that till now, but yes. Yes, it is. I missed a decent amount of chat here and there. 6-star gold, 50 mil. If you're me, the people I play against, at least half the time, probably. Yeah, I knew you meant 6-star gold. The people I play against is probably at least half the time. Yeah, Ducky Schultz. I don't know. I think my queue is pretty light right now, so. Oh no, this was the clip from earlier. Hold on. Between two adult male friends. Oh no. Here we go. Reload. What's a little feet licking between two adult male friends? I didn't say that. What's a little feet? Yep, no, didn't say that. Never had. Didn't happen. No proof. All right. On that note, every outro from now. That would be funny. That would be funny. Just very weird people, Soccer. And me. And Sapper. And Tubub. And Rusty. And Little Bitty. And McMenemy. Alright, guys. I'm gonna call that a stream. Thank you so much. I hope you had fun. I did. But on that note, yeah, I'm gonna go play some Fallout 76, probably with Mrs. Merrick's. Will you be on my stream tomorrow, Sako? Because we can go over steps in detail if you want, if you're on my stream tomorrow. Same starting time as this, unless something crazy happens. Because I have nothing to talk about them. Thanks, Freak, I will. I have nothing specific ever planned for my streams. No, thank you, McMenemy. Appreciate it. Hopefully you got something good. Like I said, I appreciate you letting us do that. Magic is a foot. Nice reboot. Maybe drive. Okay, just definitely though. Next time you're available, let me know. I'm like 13 minutes over when I was gonna stop, and Mrs. Merrick's has been home for a little bit, and I don't like streaming while she's home. That's something I try not to do typically, because this is our time to hang out. So yeah, hit me up. Basically, any other time you're on a stream, and then I will get to it as soon as I can. There's a bunch of solid stip people, and I can go over stuff to try and speed it up a little bit as well. Cool. Have a safe drive and have fun in Pennsylvania. Thanks, Theory Brute. Thank you, guys. New update's awesome. Check it out when it goes live.